It's Wednesday, so you know what that means? So how many people of you out there have heard of the term cheesecake when referring to vinyl album covers? No, not that cheesecake. I meant like the kind of cheesecake where it's a pretty woman on the front cover, and most of the time they're on really like crummy albums, like best of albums, or I don't know, maybe not even crummy albums, classical albums, jazz albums, whatever. Anyway, so my what the Wednesday album this week is a cheesecake album. It's Faye Richman's Burlesque. Now, this album came out in 1959 on the Davis record label. Now, Joe Davis came out, I believe, like around in 1947 with his own record label because he wanted to produce jazz albums. So this was his 16th album that he released on his label, Faye Richman. Also going through and researching, I haven't found much on Faye Richman at all. I haven't found a date of birth, what act she was associated with, or anything. I can't find a bio on her to save my life. I mean, if somebody came up to me and said, hey, find a bio on her or it's over, I'd be like, sorry, then yeah, just do whatever, because it ain't happening. Anyway, it's a very risque album. Some of the names of the songs, I mean, Tony's Got Hot Nuts. What the heck, right? What the... The next one I'm not even going to say. The third one, The Swelling of the Organ and the Coming of the Bride. Okay, that could be viewed as a wedding march or something kind of dirty. The next one is They're Both Satisfied with Their Baby, whatever that means. My Sweet Harmony Man. My Right Hand Man, A Cooking Lesson. You Can't Have It Unless I Give It to You. That's suggestive. I'll Keep It Turned Toward the Wall. Not even going to say anything. My Movie Operator Man. Got to Have It All the Time. Gotta have what all the time? Sadie's Still Got the Rag On. It's Smart to Be Smutty. And again, the last title I'm not even going to say. I will link down below a couple of videos from this album. There's this guy who's got like the whole album on YouTube, so I'll just put a link down in the description so you could check it out if you feel the need to, if you feel intrigued. Now you might ask, why does he own this album? Well, aside from there being an attractive young lady on the front, who's probably old enough to be my great-grandmother, well, a couple years ago, John Waters came out with a movie starring Johnny Knoxville, Selma, Blair. It was called The Dirty Shame. And in that movie, they had Tony's Got Hot Nuts. And I just laughed. I kind of dove in. I'm like, who, what, why? Why? And how did he find all these smutty songs? Like, were these really released back in the 50s? Oh my gosh. You'd never even think that your grandparents or great-grandparents who hated the Beatles, hated Elvis because of the way he shook his hips, were listening to Tony's Got Hot Nuts? That's crazy. I'm just going to shoot it off. That's crazy. So anyway, I researched it and I found this album on eBay, and I thought, well, you know what? Having this in my collection would probably be funny, and say if I'm having a poker night with some guys, throw it on just for like a laugh or a conversation piece. Because sometimes you put on a record and you just talk about it. Hey, who is this? What's this by? You might introduce people to new music. You never know. So here's the album. Here's the this is an interesting sleeve. I still need to buy a replacement sleeve for it, but it's like a parchment paper sleeve. It's a really thick, heavy grade album as well. And it's in really good shape for being 1959. It's got the Davis label on the top, and it's got the whole Burlesque sung by Faye Richman. Just sign that in to that parchment paper that's coming apart. And here's some of his other Davis albums, A Rare Distinction of Rare Distinction, A Little Spice, I Love You Truly, Piano Modes, and then you can see a couple other pictures of what a Cheesecake album cover might be. I'll probably be doing a video about Cheesecake albums, just because they're printed now, and I have found some research on them, which is pretty interesting. So I'll be working on that video this week. Anyway, so this is my What the Wednesday with Faye Richmond. If you have any knowledge about Faye Richmond, feel free to drop a comment down below. I'm kind of interested. I was looking for a lot more information to divulge in this episode. So let me know. Anyway, if you like my video, like it and subscribe to it. I'll be coming out with more vinyl vids. I find vinyl interesting. I love records. I've had a record player forever. So, and coming up episodes, I'll go over what gear I have. It's not the best gear, but it's a lot better than what I've had previously. And yeah, I'm still working on my Queens of the Stone Age collection for you guys. So, hey, drop me a comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see you next Wednesday. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next Wednesday, but when I find out, you'll be the first to know. So I'll catch you on the B-side.